Welcome everyone. Let us learn programming in Python in an easier and effective manner. Well, this is an initiative from Let's Compute for the students of class 11 of CBSE board. Yes, you have to learn programming in Python in your computer science as well as information practices, that is IP curriculum. So, let's compute. At the very beginning of the e-learning session, we should make it clear why should we learn programming in Python. Is this only because it is in the syllabus? We have to face the examinations, we have to score good in the examinations. Well, all these are facts actually, but there are some more interesting facts about Python which makes it the fastest growing language in the programming industry. The first one is it is a high-level programming language. Being a high-level programming language, we could put our instructions or commands in our language, that is in English. The second one is open source. Being an open source programming language, we do not have to purchase a platform or a compiler or you say an interpreter for programming in Python. Well, for being an interpreter-based programming language, Python saves a lot of memory. The next one is OOP. Yes, you know, object-oriented programmings are easier to implement the real-world problems. So Python is a better choice because it is an OOP. And the last but not the least, Python is the programming language which has the most simple syntax. In industry programming, a language with simpler syntax helps us a lot. Due to these very points, industry giants like Google, Netflix, BitTorrent, NASA and many more use Python as their backend programming language. If we have to learn machine learning, if we have to do mastering in artificial intelligence, if we have interests in web development, we should have a good base in Python. So Python becomes an automatic choice. To execute programs in Python, there are many platforms available on the internet. Among them, Python Shell is the most basic one. We have to download the latest version of Python Shell from www.python.org, or we could make it through a Google search also. Well, let us have a close look on the downloading and installation process of Python Shell. Well, I have an antique machine and due to configuration issues, I cannot install the latest version of Python Shell in it. The demonstration you have seen previously is done by Sambit, one of my students. Well done, man. Thank you. I guess you have already installed some version of Python Shell in your machine. So let us write our first ever Python code and execute it. In Python, print is the most basic function to display the output. Whatever we write within the pair of double quotation mark of the function print would be displayed as it is. Here we have written hello followed by a blank space, world followed by 3 exclamation marks. Now see the output, hello followed by a blank space, world followed by 3 exclamation marks. Hence the output has been successfully printed. Now since print is a function and Python is a case sensitive language, we have to write the function name print in lowercase letters. Come to the next example. The same function print within double quotation mark hello followed by a \n world followed by 3 exclamation sign. Now \n stands for a new line. It is a non-graphic character sequence known as escape sequence, which would not be displayed within the output directly, but due to its presence a new line would be there. Now hello has been printed in the first line, and due to the \n, that is escape sequence, the word world followed by 3 exclamation mark has been printed in the next line. Come to the third example. The same function print the same statement hello world, but instead of \n, \t has been placed here. Now \t is another escape sequence that stands for horizontal tab. Now being an escape sequence that is a non-graphic character sequence, \t would not be displayed in the output directly, but due to the presence of it, there would be a multiple number of blank spaces within the two words hello and world. See here, hello has been printed first, followed by a tab, that is a multiple number of blank spaces, followed by the rest of the string. Come to the next example. We have placed 3 separate string objects separated by commas within the function print. Now let us know the fact first. Python by default adds a blank space between the string objects due to the presence of these very commas. Now look at the output. The first string object Python has been printed successfully, followed by a blank space. It has been occurred due to this very comma. Now the second string object is has been successfully printed here, again followed by a blank space. This blank space has been occurred due to this very comma. At last, the last string object has been successfully printed. Similarly, due to this very separator comma, a blank space has been placed automatically by Python in the output between these two string objects Sachin and Tendulkar. In the fourth example, we have been said, write a program, WAP stands for write a program, in Python that displays your postal address, that is our postal address. Well, to display our postal address, we have to place it within the double quotation mark of print. You know it? Yes. Look at it. Here we have written 4 print statements or 4 print functions, and we have placed my name in the first one, my father's name in the second one, my locality area name and the post office name in the third one, my district and my pin code in the fourth one. But the problem is that the output has not been displayed in the desired manner, because due to the interpretation based system, Python always displays the output text right after the execution of the every line. Look at it. The first line has been executed and the output has been displayed. The second line has been executed and the output has been displayed. Same thing for the third and fourth line. So what is the solution? We would see the solution in the next example. Well, you know that a problem could have many solutions, and this one has 2. But the most feasible solution is in front of us. Well, we have placed the entire address as a single statement within the function print. But the only difference is that we have placed \n, that is new line, in the required positions. So the output has come in our desired manner. Akash Chatterjee has been printed normally, but due to this very new line, care of Probit Chatterjee has been sent to the next line. Due to this very new line, the upcoming portion of the string, that is Kulbagan post Bolpur, has been printed in the third line, and due to the last new line, District Birbhum pin 731204 has been placed at the last line. The function print in Python is very much flexible, and as a consequence it has a lot of variants. You know that variations enhance flexibility. Well, come to this very example. Age equals to 16, hence 16 is a value, age is a variable pointing to this very value. Now look at the function print. Print within parenthesis, age is written directly, no double quotation mark is placed here. Now look at this very note behind point. The object which has not been placed within the double quotation mark in print would display its value, that is the value it is pointing to. Well, so age has not been declared within the quotation mark, so it would display its value, that is the value it is pointing to, 16. Come to the next example. Age equals to 16. Print within parenthesis, two objects are there. The first one is a string object within double quotation marks, and the second one is a variable separated by a comma. Now you know that the string object within the double quotation mark would be printed as it is. So age equals to has been printed successfully. Due to this very comma, a visible space is present here. Now age has not been placed within the double quotation mark, hence it would display the value it is pointing to, hence 16 would be printed here. Another example for your better convenience only. Temp is a variable name that is pointing to the value 30.7. Suppose the temperature of that very day. Print temp. Now the object temp has been placed without any double quotation mark, hence it would display the value that is pointing to 30.7. Well, come to the next example. Temp equals to 31.6. Print within parenthesis, two objects are there. The first one is a string object within double quotation mark, and the second one is a variable separated by a comma. The string object within double quotation mark would be displayed as it is, temperature equals to. Now due to this very comma, a clearly visible space has been placed here. Now temp, which has not been placed within the double quotation mark, would display the value it is pointing to, that is 31.6. So this is your home task. Definitely do it on your own. Execute it on your Python compiler on your machine, and do put a screenshot of the output on the comment section below. And if you find any kind of confusion or any kind of problems while doing these tasks, you can easily ask me out through comments. Well, today that's it. In the next e-learning session, we would learn how to accept user input on real time. Till then, you just go through this very e-learning session for a several number of times. And if you face any kind of confusion on any topic discussed here, do let us know through comments. We are very responsive. Well, to learn programming in Python with a lot of examples in an effective and easier manner, do subscribe Let's Compute.